Imagine changing how someone views you, from indifferent to genuinely interested. Sounds impossible? Well, the ancient Stoics might have had the answer. In this video, we'll delve into how Stoic principles can help shift someone's perception of you without resorting to games or manipulations, but through wisdom and self-confidence. Have you ever felt overlooked or undervalued by someone important to you? Have you wondered how to make that person recognize your true worth? We'll explore practical and philosophical strategies that go beyond superficial tactics, focusing on building real value that people around you will notice and appreciate. Stay tuned until the end to see how these teachings can enhance your relationships and boost your self-esteem. It's not just about catching someone's attention, but about becoming the best version of yourself and, in turn, drawing genuine respect and interest from others. Get ready for a perspective shift that could transform your social and emotional life. Self-esteem is a term everyone knows, but few truly grasp its depth and impact on our daily lives. Think of self-esteem as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is solid, everything built on it remains stable. If it's weak, even a light breeze can topple the structure. So why is self-esteem so important? It forms the basis of how you view and value yourself. With strong self-esteem, you understand your worth and don't constantly seek approval from others. Imagine the freedom of not depending on compliments or external validation. This not only boosts your confidence, but also allows you to make more genuine choices and live by your own values. Moreover, self-esteem affects how others see you. Confident people often attract more attention and respect because they radiate positive energy and inner security. This isn't about arrogance, but a calm, grounded confidence that comes from within. High self-esteem also helps you handle life's challenges and criticisms better. Instead of feeling shaken or attacked when someone undervalues you, you can remain composed and recognize that the issue might not be with you. This allows you to respond more balanced and assertively, without letting others' negativity disrupt your well-being. Let's explore how to build self-esteem, especially through Stoicism. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius practiced methods to enhance self-esteem. One effective practice is daily reflection. Take a few moments each day to reflect on your actions and thoughts. Ask yourself, did I live by my values today? What can I do better tomorrow? This simple habit helps you understand yourself better and appreciate your own worth. Another Stoic practice is negative visualization. It might sound unusual, but it's surprisingly effective. Picture the worst-case scenarios, not to make yourself anxious, but to prepare mentally and realize that you have the strength to handle even the toughest situations. This practice builds your resilience and, in turn, your self-esteem. Also, remember the concept of amor fati, or loving your fate. This isn't about being passive, but about accepting that some things are beyond our control and making the best of what we have. Embracing this idea helps you stop comparing yourself to others and start appreciating your own life and who you are. Building self-esteem isn't an overnight achievement. It's a continuous journey of self-awareness and acceptance. By applying these Stoic principles, you'll not only boost your self-esteem, but also become a more confident, balanced, and content person. Remember, you deserve to be valued, but it starts with how you value yourself. Now that you have a better grasp of self-esteem and confidence, let's discuss how to change how people perceive you. To shift people's views, you need to adopt practices that reinforce your self-confidence and enhance your social interactions. Here are 10 practical techniques rooted in Stoic principles and personal development that will help you become more authentic and respected in both your personal and professional relationships. Let's dive in and see how these strategies can make a meaningful difference in your life. Technique number 1. Emotional self-sufficiency. Emotional self-sufficiency is a key to leading a more fulfilling and balanced life. Simply put, it means finding your happiness and well-being from within, without relying on others' approval. Imagine the freedom of living your life independent of others' opinions, focusing solely on what truly matters, yourself and your well-being. First, it's important to note that being emotionally self-sufficient doesn't mean isolating yourself or rejecting the need for others. Rather, it's about building a strong foundation of self-confidence and self-acceptance, which allows you to engage with others in a healthy and balanced way. When you recognize and value your own worth, you naturally attract respect and admiration from others. To cultivate this self-sufficiency, start by dedicating time to activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. Engage in hobbies you love, learn new things, or simply take time to reflect and unwind. Spending quality time with yourself is essential for boosting your self-confidence. Self-care is also crucial. Look after your physical, mental, and emotional health through regular exercise, nutritious eating, meditation, or other practices that make you feel good about yourself. The better you take care of yourself, the more self-sufficient you'll become. Additionally, practice setting healthy boundaries. Don't hesitate to say no when needed and safeguard your emotional space. Setting boundaries is a way to show respect for yourself and others, and it helps prevent you from being overwhelmed by external expectations. A key lesson from Stoicism is to focus on what you can control. We often get frustrated and anxious about things that are beyond our influence. By accepting that some things are outside our control, you can alleviate a significant emotional burden and concentrate on what truly matters in your life. Emotional self-sufficiency is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and personal growth. It's about becoming the best version of yourself, recognizing your inherent worth, and living in alignment with your values. By embracing this mindset, you not only enhance your own life, but also change how others perceive you. An emotionally self-sufficient person exudes confidence and naturally earns the respect and admiration of those around them. Technique number 2. Practicing virtue. As we continue our exploration of emotional self-sufficiency, let's dive into a core concept of Stoicism, practicing virtue. At the heart of Stoic philosophy is the idea of living a virtuous life, guided by high moral principles such as honesty, courage, justice, and wisdom. But how does this connect to our pursuit of a balanced and self-sufficient life? Practicing virtue means staying true to your values, no matter the circumstances. When you act with integrity and adhere to your principles, you build a strong sense of self-confidence and self-respect. This is crucial for emotional self-sufficiency, because when you know you're acting rightly, you don't need others' approval to feel good about yourself. Begin by identifying which virtues are most important to you, whether it's honesty, empathy, courage, or another value you hold dear. Make a deliberate effort to incorporate these virtues into your daily actions. For instance, if honesty is a key value for you, commit to being truthful in all your interactions, even when it's difficult. Additionally, practicing virtue involves having the courage to confront your fears and challenges. Courage isn't about being fearless, but about acting according to your values, even in the face of fear. Every time you tackle a tough situation with bravery, you boost your self-confidence and emotional resilience. As Aristotle wisely said, virtue is the mean between two vices, one of excess and the other of deficiency. This quote reminds us that virtue is about finding balance, a continuous practice of navigating the middle ground in our actions and decisions. Justice is another key virtue. Treating others fairly and equitably not only enhances your relationships, but also boosts your sense of self-worth. When you act justly, you contribute to a more harmonious environment which aligns with living according to your values. Wisdom, on the other hand, involves a continuous quest for knowledge and a willingness to adapt your beliefs when necessary. Being open to new ideas helps you make more informed and balanced decisions, further strengthening your emotional self-sufficiency. Practicing virtue is an ongoing journey of growth and self-discovery. By integrating these qualities into your daily life, you not only become a better person, but also build a strong foundation for handling life's challenges with grace and confidence. As a result, you develop an inner strength that naturally attracts respect and admiration from others. Ultimately, living virtuously is the key to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Technique number 3. Assertive communication. As we continue our exploration of emotional self-sufficiency and virtue, let's delve into assertive communication. Assertive communication is essential for building healthy and respectful relationships, whether personal or professional. But what does it really mean? In essence, assertive communication involves expressing your thoughts and feelings clearly and respectfully without being aggressive or passive. It's about practicing honesty, a crucial virtue we've discussed. Being honest with yourself and others fosters transparency and trust. This doesn't mean you should be brutally honest, but rather that you should find a balanced way to communicate your needs and opinions. To start practicing assertive communication, use phrases that reflect your feelings and needs without placing blame. For instance, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel ignored when I'm not heard." This small shift in wording can significantly impact how your message is received. Aristotle, the great philosopher, said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." This principle applies perfectly to assertive communication. Becoming an assertive communicator takes practice and consistency. Every interaction is an opportunity to improve this skill and strengthen your relationships. Moreover, active listening is a key component of assertive communication. It's not just about speaking, but also about listening attentively to the other person. This shows respect and empathy, two virtues that enhance any relationship. By truly listening, you gain a better understanding of others' needs and perspectives, which helps in resolving conflicts and reaching agreements. One effective way to enhance your communication is by maintaining eye contact. When you look directly into the eyes of the person you're talking to, it shows you're fully present and engaged in the conversation. This not only boosts your credibility, but also makes the other person feel valued and respected. Remember, assertive communication is a two-way street. Be open to receiving feedback and criticism in a constructive manner. Accepting others' opinions with respect shows emotional maturity and can help you grow and improve continuously. Mastering assertive communication is a powerful step toward emotional self-sufficiency and practicing virtue daily. When you communicate clearly and respectfully, you build bridges instead of walls, creating deeper and more meaningful connections with those around you. Technique number 4, active listening. Having discussed assertive communication, let's dive into the importance of active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing words. It's about understanding and reflecting on what's being said. This skill is crucial for building deeper and more meaningful relationships. Active listening means giving your full attention to the speaker. This involves setting aside distractions, like your phone, and focusing entirely on the conversation. Show your engagement by maintaining eye contact and using gestures like nodding. This approach demonstrates respect and fosters mutual trust. Part of active listening is asking thoughtful questions. When you ask clarifying questions, you gain a better understanding of the other person's perspective and show that you genuinely value their input. This not only improves your understanding, but also makes the other person feel appreciated and heard. Another effective technique is paraphrasing. By repeating what you've understood in your own words, you ensure there are no misunderstandings and reassure the speaker that you're following along. This immediate feedback promotes clearer and more efficient communication. Plato once said, "Wisdom begins in wonder." In the context of active listening, this wonder is reflected in a genuine curiosity about others' experiences and perspectives. Cultivating this curiosity broadens our understanding of the world and the people around us, enriching our interactions and strengthening our connections. Technique number 4. The art of active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing words. It's about connecting with the speaker on a deeper level. By genuinely putting yourself in their shoes and trying to grasp their emotions and motivations, you enhance both communication and the emotional bond between you. This approach fosters a supportive and understanding environment, making interactions more meaningful. One key aspect of active listening is avoiding interruptions. Allow the other person to finish their thoughts before you respond. Interrupting can come off as disrespectful and may suggest disinterest in what they're saying. By letting them fully express themselves, you demonstrate that you value their perspective. Active listening requires patience and presence. In our distraction-filled world, giving someone your full attention is a rare and valuable gift. This practice not only enriches your personal and professional relationships, but also contributes to your own growth. Mastering active listening is crucial for improving your interactions and building stronger connections. It shows respect, empathy, and a genuine desire to understand the other person, making your conversations more impactful and rewarding. Technique number 5. Consistency and reliability. Consistency and reliability are essential for fostering strong, lasting relationships. Consistency means consistently acting in line with your values and promises, while reliability involves being someone others can depend on. Together, these traits form the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, whether personal or professional. Let's start with consistency. Being consistent means your actions and reactions are predictable, which fosters trust and stability. When people know what to expect from you, it builds an environment of mutual respect. To maintain consistency, it's important to follow through on your promises and commitments. Simple actions, like being punctual and meeting deadlines, might seem minor, but can significantly impact how others perceive you. These everyday practices demonstrate your reliability. Reliability, however, goes beyond just keeping promises. It's about being a dependable support system for others, offering help when needed, and showing empathy during tough times. Reliability is earned over time through consistent actions that prove you can be counted on. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." This wisdom highlights that consistency and reliability are not just one-time efforts, but ongoing practices. Developing these qualities takes time and deliberate effort. They are built through regular and intentional actions. In the workplace, being consistent and reliable boosts your credibility. These traits are highly valued and can lead to new opportunities and responsibilities. At home, they strengthen family connections and foster an environment of trust and support. Clear communication is also crucial. When you maintain openness and transparency, it reinforces your reliability. If people can trust your words and actions, it builds their confidence in you and deepens your relationships. Incorporating consistency and reliability into your daily life not only enhances your own experiences, but also positively impacts those around you. These qualities are the foundation of strong, lasting relationships built on mutual trust and respect. Make sure others know they can rely on your honesty and directness. This further solidifies mutual trust. Cultivating these traits requires self-reflection and commitment. Reflect on whether your daily actions align with the values you want to express. Be open to making changes and striving for continuous improvement. Consistency and reliability should be more than practices. They should become a way of life that enriches all aspects of your life. By adopting these principles, you not only improve your relationships, but also become a more respected and integral person. True trust is established over time through steady and dependable actions. Technique number 6. Empathy. Empathy is a transformative quality that deepens our connections with others. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes and truly understanding their emotions and perspectives. In a world that's increasingly connected, yet often feels isolating, empathy is crucial for forging genuine and lasting relationships. Practicing empathy starts with active listening. When someone talks, it's important to listen not just to their words, but also to grasp the feelings behind them. Show that you're fully engaged by giving your complete attention and avoiding interruptions. This attentive listening is a significant step toward demonstrating empathy. Recognizing and validating others' emotions is also key. People often want to be heard and understood. By acknowledging their feelings, you're showing respect and understanding, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. Simple affirmations like, "I understand how you feel," can make a big impact. Empathy isn't just for tough times. It's equally important during moments of joy and success. Sharing in others' celebrations and achievements as if they were your own shows a generous spirit. This approach fosters strong bonds and creates an atmosphere of mutual support. Confucius wisely said, "What you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others." This quote underscores that empathy is about treating others the way we'd like to be treated. By embracing this philosophy in our daily lives, we contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. Developing empathy takes practice and intention. Being aware of and managing your own emotions helps you better understand others' feelings. Practices like meditation and self-reflection can enhance this self-awareness. In the workplace, empathy boosts collaboration and communication. At home, it strengthens family ties and friendships, creating a trusting and respectful environment where everyone feels valued. Investing in empathy enriches both your relationships and your own happiness. By practicing empathy, you not only enhance others' lives but also enrich your own. Ultimately, understanding and connecting with others at an emotional level is at the heart of what it means to be human. Technique number 7. Personal appearance. Personal appearance is more than just a matter of vanity. It's about how we present ourselves to the world and how this impacts our self-esteem and how others perceive us. Taking care of your appearance is a way of showing respect for yourself and those around you, and it doesn't require hours spent in front of the mirror. The first step is maintaining good personal hygiene. Being clean and well-groomed sends a message that you value yourself. Simple daily habits like regular bathing, brushing your teeth, and keeping your nails clean can make a significant difference in how you present yourself. Dressing appropriately for different occasions is also crucial. Choosing clothes that fit the setting and are in good condition demonstrates that you care about your environment and your interactions. It doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate. The key is to be presentable and comfortable. Physical health is another important factor in personal appearance. Staying active, eating a balanced diet, and getting adequate sleep not only improve how you look, but also enhance your overall sense of well-being. When you feel healthy, it shows in your posture and behavior. Additionally, taking care of your skin and hair can greatly boost your confidence. Simple grooming practices, like a good haircut and a basic skincare routine, can make a noticeable difference. Even modest products such as a good shampoo and moisturizer can be very effective. Emotional presentation is also part of personal appearance. A positive attitude, a genuine smile, and an open posture can complement your physical appearance and help you come across as more welcoming and confident. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wisely noted, the first wealth is health. Good health is the foundation for a positive personal appearance. Investing in both physical and mental health is essential for feeling good and presenting yourself well. Personal appearance. Personal appearance has a significant impact on how others see us and how we see ourselves. When you feel good about your appearance, it can greatly boost your confidence and self-esteem, which positively influences every aspect of your life. In a professional setting, a polished appearance can communicate professionalism and competence. In social situations, it can make interactions more enjoyable and positive. While your appearance doesn't define who you are, it is a valuable tool for feeling good about yourself and making positive impressions. Taking the time to care for yourself is an expression of self-respect that can enhance your confidence and how you engage with the world. After all, when you take care of yourself, it reflects in your actions and overall well-being. Technique number 8. Developing social skills. Enhancing your social skills is key to improving your interactions and building stronger relationships. While these skills aren't innate for everyone, they can be developed with practice and effort. Start by mastering the art of starting conversations. Many people find it challenging to make the first move, but a friendly and simple approach can break the ice. You might ask about something in your shared context or offer a positive comment. This shows interest and helps initiate dialogue. Active listening is another critical skill. Focus fully on what the other person is saying without interrupting or preparing your response while they speak. Demonstrating that you're truly engaged fosters respect and trust, which are crucial for any relationship. Body language is also important. Keeping an open posture, making eye contact and smiling are non-verbal cues that indicate you're approachable and interested. These signals can make conversations more comfortable and engaging. Empathy plays a vital role as well. Try to understand others' feelings and perspectives. While you don't need to agree with everything, acknowledging their viewpoint strengthens emotional connections and helps resolve conflicts more effectively. Clear and concise communication is essential. Avoid beating around the bush and be direct yet respectful. Clearly expressing your ideas and feelings helps prevent misunderstandings and makes interactions more productive and pleasant. Handling criticism and feedback constructively is important. Instead of becoming defensive, view criticism as an opportunity for growth. Thank the person for their input, reflect on it, and use it to enhance your skills and behaviors. Finally, being authentic is crucial. People are drawn to genuine individuals. Don't try to be someone you're not to impress others. Showing your true self and values builds trust and fosters lasting relationships. Practicing conflict resolution. Handling conflicts effectively is a vital skill. While conflicts are a natural part of life, how you manage them can greatly influence the strength and quality of your relationships. Your approach to conflict can make a significant difference. Aim for peaceful and fair resolutions, stay calm, and be open to compromise when needed. This approach demonstrates maturity and helps to strengthen your interpersonal connections. Engaging in social activities can be a great way to develop these skills. Join clubs, interest groups, or community events to practice and enhance your social skills in various settings. Investing in your social skill development enriches both your personal and professional life. Strong, healthy relationships are crucial for well-being and success. By improving these skills, you'll become more confident and better equipped to handle everyday interactions. Building genuine connections with others is key to a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Technique number 9. Positivity and optimism. Positivity and optimism are powerful attitudes that can profoundly impact your life. Being optimistic doesn't mean ignoring problems, but choosing to focus on solutions and opportunities. This outlook can boost your resilience, enhance your relationships, and even improve your health. To nurture positivity, start by practicing gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on things you're thankful for, whether it's a pleasant breakfast or a kind conversation. This habit helps shift your focus toward the positive aspects of your life, fostering contentment and joy. Using positive language can also have a significant effect. Swap negative statements with constructive affirmations. Instead of saying, "This is hard," try, "This is a challenge, but I can overcome it." This small change in your language can improve your mood and influence how others respond to you. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Cultivating a positive mindset involves more than just staying cheerful. It's about developing a perspective that seeks the best in every situation. Practice identifying and challenging negative thoughts, replacing them with more optimistic ones. Surrounding yourself with positive people is also crucial. The company you keep can affect your own mindset. Spend time with individuals who uplift, encourage, and inspire you. These relationships reinforce your own optimism and help maintain a positive outlook. Additionally, taking care of your body supports a healthy mind. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep are essential for maintaining mental well-being. When your body is healthy, your mind follows suit. Facing challenges with optimism. Approaching challenges with an optimistic mindset is essential. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, see them as chances for growth and learning. Overcoming difficulties not only boosts your confidence, but also enhances your resilience, preparing you to tackle future challenges with a positive outlook. Techniques such as meditation and relaxation can help you maintain emotional balance and foster an optimistic perspective. These practices calm your mind, reduce stress, and enhance mental clarity, making it easier to handle adversities. Acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces your optimism and keeps your motivation high. These moments of recognition create a sense of progress and accomplishment, which fuels a positive cycle in your life. By incorporating positivity and optimism into your daily routine, you transform not only your own life, but also positively influence those around you. Choosing to focus on the bright side and maintain an optimistic mindset creates a happier and healthier environment for everyone. Technique number 10. Constructive feedback. The art of constructive feedback, a path to personal and professional growth. Feedback is an essential element in the journey of personal and professional development. It serves as a mirror, reflecting not only our current performance, but also offering insights into areas that may benefit from improvement. Mastering the art of giving and receiving feedback can transform it into a powerful tool for growth, turning potential weaknesses into strengths and enhancing overall effectiveness. To harness the full potential of feedback, it is important to adopt specific practices that can make the process both impactful and positive. The importance of specificity in feedback. One of the most effective ways to make feedback valuable is by being specific. Generalized comments like, "You need to improve," or "do better," are often too vague to be actionable. They lack the clarity necessary for the recipient to understand what exactly needs to change and why. To provide constructive feedback, focus on concrete behaviors or actions rather than general traits or vague observations. For example, instead of saying, "Your presentation skills need work," which does not provide clear direction, you might say, "I noticed that the flow of your presentation was a bit disjointed. It would be helpful to practice transitions between topics to make the overall message more cohesive." This specific feedback highlights a particular aspect of the performance that can be improved and provides a clear path forward. Being specific also involves detailing the context and impact of the behavior. For instance, you might say, "During yesterday's team meeting, I observed that you frequently interrupted others while they were speaking. This can disrupt the flow of discussion and may lead to misunderstandings. It would be beneficial to practice active listening and wait until others have finished speaking before sharing your thoughts. This not only identifies the behavior, but also explains how it affects the team dynamic, making the feedback more relevant and actionable. Maintaining a positive and encouraging tone. When delivering feedback, especially when it includes criticism, maintaining a positive and encouraging tone is crucial. Feedback should motivate and inspire improvement rather than discouraging or demoralizing the recipient. A balanced approach often works best. Start by acknowledging something the person did well, then address areas for improvement and conclude with an optimistic note about their potential. Consider the following example. You did a great job outlining the main points in your report, and your attention to detail was evident. However, there were a few sections where the analysis could have been more thorough. I believe with a bit more focus on these areas, your reports will become even more impactful. I'm confident in your ability to refine these aspects and continue to produce high-quality work. This approach, often referred to as the sandwich method, helps to cushion the impact of criticism by framing it within a context of positive reinforcement. It reassures the recipient that their efforts are valued and that their potential for improvement is recognized. This method aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control and using challenges as opportunities for growth. The Socratic principle, building the new instead of fighting the old. Socrates famously said, "The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." This principle is particularly relevant when it comes to feedback. Rather than dwelling solely on past mistakes or shortcomings, constructive feedback should emphasize opportunities for growth and future development. For example, instead of saying, "You failed to meet the project deadline last month," focus on the steps that can be taken to prevent similar issues in the future. "I noticed that the project deadline was missed last month. To help manage deadlines more effectively, let's explore some time management techniques together, such as setting intermediate milestones or using project management tools. This will help ensure timely completion of future projects." By concentrating on constructive solutions and future improvements, feedback becomes a tool for positive change rather than a mechanism for pointing out past failures. This approach encourages a forward-looking mindset, helping individuals to learn from their experiences and apply these lessons to future challenges. Creating a culture of feedback. For feedback to be truly effective, it needs to be integrated into the culture of the organization or personal development process. This means creating an environment where feedback is regularly exchanged and viewed as a valuable component of growth. Encouraging open and honest communication fosters a culture where feedback is not only accepted, but actively sought out. Regular feedback sessions, whether they are formal reviews or informal check-ins, provide opportunities for ongoing dialogue. It is also beneficial to train individuals on how to give and receive feedback constructively. This training can include workshops, role-playing scenarios, or providing resources on effective communication techniques. In addition, feedback should be a two-way street. Encourage individuals to seek feedback proactively and to view it as an opportunity for learning and development. This reciprocal approach helps to ensure that feedback is not perceived as a one-sided critique, but as a collaborative process aimed at mutual improvement. Mastering the art of giving and receiving constructive feedback is essential for both personal and professional growth. By being specific, maintaining a positive tone, and focusing on future development, feedback can become a powerful tool for enhancing performance and fostering continuous improvement. Embracing Socratic principles and creating a culture of feedback further amplifies its effectiveness, transforming it into a constructive and empowering experience. Incorporating effective practices into your feedback process is not merely about providing critique, It is about nurturing personal and professional growth, fostering stronger relationships, and cultivating a more supportive and dynamic environment. Feedback, when delivered thoughtfully, becomes a catalyst for development, not just an assessment of performance. The ultimate aim is to inspire growth and pave the way for individuals to reach their fullest potential. By embracing these principles, we contribute to our collective success and foster a culture of continuous improvement and mutual support. Active listening, the cornerstone of constructive feedback. Active listening is a fundamental component of giving effective feedback. It involves not just hearing the words of the person receiving feedback, but genuinely understanding their perspective, emotions, and thoughts. This practice requires patience and empathy, as it allows the feedback giver to appreciate the context in which the feedback is being received. By giving the individual a chance to respond, you show respect for their viewpoint and acknowledge that their experience and insights are valuable. When we engage in active listening, we open the door to deeper understanding and can uncover nuances that might not be apparent at first. For instance, if an employee is struggling with a particular task, their response might reveal underlying issues such as lack of resources or personal challenges. By listening actively, we can address these root causes rather than just the surface-level problem. This approach not only enhances the effectiveness of the feedback, but also demonstrates genuine concern for the individual's overall well-being and success. Encouraging open dialogue. Creating an environment where feedback is a two-way street fosters a more collaborative and less intimidating atmosphere. When feedback is presented as a dialogue rather than a monologue, it encourages individuals to engage, ask questions, and share their own perspectives. This exchange can lead to a richer understanding of the issues at hand and can often reveal insights that the feedback giver might not have considered. For example, if you provide feedback on a team member's project, inviting them to discuss their thought process and the challenges they faced can lead to a more constructive conversation. They might share constraints or difficulties that influence their decisions, which could lead to more targeted and practical suggestions for improvement. This collaborative approach also helps build trust, as individuals feel that their opinions and experiences are valued and that the feedback process is fair and balanced. Offering practical suggestions. While identifying areas for improvement is a crucial part of feedback, offering practical suggestions for how to address these issues can significantly enhance its value. Rather than merely pointing out what went wrong, propose specific solutions or alternatives that the individual can implement. This guidance transforms feedback from a critique into a constructive tool for development. For instance, if someone's presentation skills need improvement, instead of simply noting that their delivery was weak, suggest practical strategies such as practicing in front of a mirror, seeking feedback from peers, or taking a public speaking course. By providing clear next steps, you help the individual not only understand the nature of the problem, but also feel more confident in their ability to make meaningful changes. Fostering a growth mindset. Feedback should be framed in a way that encourages a growth mindset, which is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Emphasize that feedback is an opportunity for learning and growth rather than a judgment of inherent capabilities. This perspective helps individuals view feedback as a positive force rather than a negative critique. When giving feedback, highlight the progress the individual has made and acknowledge their efforts and improvements. This approach reinforces the idea that growth is a continuous journey and that every step forward is a step towards greater potential. By focusing on development and learning, you motivate individuals to embrace challenges and remain resilient in the face of setbacks. Building a supportive environment. Incorporating these feedback practices helps in creating a more supportive environment where individuals feel valued and empowered. A supportive environment is one where feedback is not only about evaluating performance, but also about helping individuals grow and succeed. This culture of support encourages individuals to take risks, experiment, and innovate, knowing that they will receive constructive feedback and guidance along the way. For example, in a team setting, regular feedback sessions that include praise, constructive criticism, and opportunities for team members to express their views contribute to a more cohesive and motivated group. When team members know that their growth and contributions are recognized and supported, they are more likely to engage fully and contribute positively to collective goals. Encouraging self-reflection. Effective feedback also encourages self-reflection, which is a crucial component of personal development. By prompting individuals to assess their own performance and consider areas for improvement, feedback becomes a tool for self-discovery and growth. Encourage individuals to reflect on their strengths, challenges, and the feedback they receive to develop a deeper understanding of their own capabilities and areas for development. For instance, after receiving feedback, you might ask the individual to set personal goals based on the suggestions provided. This self-directed approach helps them take ownership of their development and align their efforts with their own aspirations and values. Self-reflection also enhances the impact of feedback by making it more relevant and meaningful to the individual. Emphasizing the positive. While addressing areas for improvement is important, it is equally essential to recognize and celebrate successes and achievements. Positive reinforcement boosts morale, reinforces desired behaviors, and motivates individuals to continue striving for excellence. Acknowledging accomplishments, no matter how small, contributes to a positive feedback culture where individuals feel appreciated and encouraged. In practice, this means balancing your feedback with praise for what is working well. For example, if an employee has improved their performance in certain areas, acknowledge these improvements and express appreciation for their hard work. This balanced approach helps maintain motivation and fosters a positive relationship between the feedback giver and receiver. Feedback is a critical component of personal and professional development, yet its efficacy hinges on several nuanced factors. One of the most significant aspects is the timing of feedback. In any context, whether it's in the workplace, educational settings, or personal relationships, the timing of feedback can greatly influence its effectiveness and reception. This essay delves into the importance of providing feedback promptly and with the right intentions, and it highlights the value of fostering an environment where feedback is a two-way street. The timing of feedback, an essential consideration. Timing is an often overlooked yet crucial factor in the feedback process. Waiting for formal review periods to share observations can be counterproductive. When feedback is given only during scheduled evaluations, it can lead to several issues. Accumulation of problems. Waiting too long to address issues can result in problems compounding over time. Small issues that could have been resolved easily may become more complex and entrenched. For instance, a minor misalignment in team objectives can grow into significant project setbacks if not addressed promptly. Regular feedback helps to identify and correct such misalignments before they escalate. Delayed learning. Immediate feedback enables individuals to make corrections and adjustments in real time. When feedback is delayed, the person receiving it may struggle to recall the context or specific actions that led to the feedback. This can make it harder for them to learn from their mistakes and apply the lessons in a timely manner. Reduced impact. Feedback given at the moment allows for more relevant and actionable advice. When observations are fresh, they are more likely to be specific and detailed, which enhances their usefulness. For example, a teacher providing feedback on a student's presentation immediately after the presentation can offer specific pointers that the student can apply in their next presentation. Prevention of negative emotions. Immediate feedback can help mitigate misunderstandings and frustrations. If issues are addressed as they arise, it prevents the build-up of resentment or confusion. For instance, if a manager addresses performance concerns as they occur, rather than waiting for an annual review, it can prevent employees from feeling blindsided or unfairly judged. The key to effective feedback timing is to balance it so that it is both frequent enough to be useful and not so intrusive that it disrupts the workflow or relationship. Regular, informal check-ins can be highly effective. These interactions create an environment where feedback is normalized and less intimidating, making it easier for individuals to receive and act upon it. The intention behind feedback, fostering growth and improvement. Equally important as timing is the intention behind the feedback. Feedback should always be aimed at fostering growth and improvement. When feedback is given with the intention of helping someone develop their skills or enhance their performance, it is far more likely to be received positively. Key considerations include empathy and genuine concern. Feedback delivered with empathy and genuine concern demonstrates that you are invested in the person's growth. This approach helps to build trust and shows that you value their development. For example, a manager who provides constructive feedback on a project while also acknowledging the employee's strengths and potential for growth is likely to foster a more positive response compared to one who focuses solely on flaws. Constructive versus destructive criticism. Feedback should be constructive, not merely critical. Constructive feedback provides actionable suggestions for improvement, whereas destructive criticism often focuses on what went wrong without offering solutions. For example, instead of saying, "Your report is poorly written," a more constructive approach would be, "The report has some unclear sections. Here's how you might improve clarity." Avoiding frustration and impatience. Feedback driven by frustration or impatience can come across as punitive rather than helpful. This type of feedback can damage relationships and hinder the recipient's willingness to engage in the feedback process. It is essential to approach feedback with patience and a focus on problem solving, rather than letting frustration dictate the tone and content. Specificity and clarity. Effective feedback should be specific and clear. Vague feedback can be confusing and unhelpful. Providing detailed examples and clear suggestions allows the recipient to understand exactly what needs to be improved and how to go about making those improvements. For example, instead of general comments like, "Your presentation needs work," offer specific advice like, "The slides were too text-heavy. Consider using more visuals to illustrate key points." The role of receiving feedback, creating a positive feedback loop. An often overlooked aspect of feedback is the willingness to receive it oneself. When leaders and individuals are open to receiving feedback, it sets a powerful example and fosters an environment of mutual respect and trust. This openness encourages a positive feedback loop, where feedback is seen as a two-way street rather than a one-sided process. Here are some ways to foster such an environment. Modeling openness. When you demonstrate that you are open to receiving feedback, it signals to others that feedback is a valued and integral part of growth. This modeling can encourage others to be more open to feedback themselves. For instance, a leader who regularly seeks feedback from their team and acts on it creates a culture where feedback is seen as a collaborative tool for improvement. Encouraging mutual feedback. Creating opportunities for reciprocal feedback can enhance team dynamics and personal development. Regularly encouraging team members to provide feedback to one another helps build a culture of continuous improvement. This practice also ensures that feedback is not solely top-down, but includes input from all levels. Acting on feedback. Showing that you act on feedback received reinforces its importance. When individuals see that their feedback is taken seriously and leads to positive changes, they are more likely to engage in the feedback process themselves. For example, if a manager implements suggestions from their team, it validates the value of the feedback and encourages ongoing dialogue, creating a safe space. Ensuring that feedback is given and received in a respectful and supportive environment is crucial. People are more likely to provide honest and constructive feedback if they feel that it will be received positively and not used against them. Establishing norms and guidelines for giving and receiving feedback can help create this safe space. Incorporating these practices into your daily routine can profoundly impact both your personal and professional life. By leveraging feedback effectively, you unlock its potential as a powerful instrument for growth and development. Clear, positive, and future-focused feedback does more than simply highlight areas for improvement. It can inspire meaningful changes, strengthen relationships, and create a more productive and harmonious environment. The power of constructive feedback. Feedback is often seen as a critical tool for enhancing performance and fostering improvement. When approached correctly, it becomes a catalyst for personal and professional growth. Constructive feedback, especially when it's clear, positive, and future-focused, provides direction rather than just pointing out deficiencies. This kind of feedback is actionable and encourages continuous improvement by outlining specific areas to work on while also highlighting strengths. For instance, in a professional setting, clear feedback about a project can guide you on what aspects were successful and which areas need more attention. This not only helps in refining skills, but also boosts confidence by acknowledging accomplishments. Similarly, in personal relationships, providing positive feedback helps build trust and motivates individuals to strive for better interactions and understanding. Techniques to apply in daily life. Active listening. One of the most effective techniques for enhancing communication is active listening. This practice involves giving full attention to the speaker, acknowledging their message, and responding thoughtfully. Active listening goes beyond hearing words. It requires understanding the speaker's emotions, intentions, and underlying messages. In the workplace, active listening can transform team dynamics. When team members feel heard and understood, they are more likely to contribute openly and collaborate effectively. This fosters a positive work environment where everyone feels valued. At home, active listening strengthens relationships by showing empathy and respect, leading to better communication and reduced conflicts. To practice active listening, focus on the speaker without interrupting. Use verbal and non-verbal cues, such as nodding and maintaining eye contact, to demonstrate engagement. After the speaker finishes, summarize what you heard to confirm understanding and ask follow-up questions to deepen the conversation. Emotional self-sufficiency. Emotional self-sufficiency is another crucial practice. It involves relying less on external validation and opinions and focusing more on your internal sense of worth and well-being. This practice empowers you to maintain emotional stability regardless of external circumstances or others' judgments. Developing emotional self-sufficiency helps you navigate challenging situations with resilience. For instance, when faced with criticism, instead of feeling disheartened, you can use it constructively to improve, without letting it impact your self-esteem. By cultivating a strong sense of self-worth, you become less dependent on others' approval and more focused on personal growth. To build emotional self-sufficiency, engage in self-reflection and self-compassion practices. Regularly remind yourself of your strengths, achievements, and values. Journaling about your experiences and emotions can help you process them and reinforce your sense of self. Putting techniques into action. Understanding the value of these techniques is only the beginning. The real transformation occurs when you actively apply them in your daily life. Imagine how adopting practices like emotional self-sufficiency, virtue, or assertive and empathetic communication could profoundly change your life. Steps to integration. Choose a technique. Start by selecting one technique that resonates most with you. It could be active listening, practicing emotional self-sufficiency, or another method. Set clear goals. Define specific, achievable goals for how you will incorporate this technique into your routine. For example, if you choose active listening, your goal might be to practice it in every conversation throughout the day. Create a routine. Integrate the chosen technique into your daily habits. If reflecting on virtues is your focus, set aside 5 minutes each morning for this practice. Consistency is key to making lasting changes. Monitor progress. Regularly assess how the technique is impacting your interactions and personal growth. Reflect on any challenges you encounter and celebrate your successes. Adjust as needed. Be flexible and open to adjusting your approach based on your experiences. Personal growth is an evolving journey, and your techniques might need refinement over time. Embracing the journey. Personal growth is a continuous journey, not a destination. Each small step you take contributes to your development and helps you move closer to becoming a more authentic and fulfilled version of yourself. Challenges are an inevitable part of this process, but they offer valuable learning opportunities. When you face difficulties, remind yourself that growth often involves overcoming obstacles. Stay patient and persistent, and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Every effort you make, no matter how minor it seems, is a step forward on your path to self-improvement. In summary, incorporating these techniques into your daily routine can lead to significant positive changes. By actively listening, developing emotional self-sufficiency, and embracing other valuable practices, you can enhance your relationships, foster personal growth, and create a more harmonious and productive environment. Begin today by selecting one technique and integrating it into your life. Through consistent effort and reflection, you will witness transformative changes that lead to a more authentic and fulfilling existence.